Welcome to ET Connections. I'm Melanie.
I'm Ian.
And today we are going to be discussing fear and how to overcome that or that process. I do want to make it clear that this is a process. Even though Ian and I have been doing this for several years now, we still have fear programs that keep coming up. So what's coming is going is important to remember. And there are many ways that you can work through this fear yourself, and you can ask for help. ET beings are certainly more than willing to assist us, but again, this is assisting. They're not going to do it for you.
Right, and because we're doing CE5 or HEIS, and we are requesting help and requesting contact from ET beings, and we're initiating it, I feel it's a different process than the random like UFO encounters that some people who are totally unprepared experience.
Yeah.
And so when we ask for this help, oftentimes they'll come to us in dreams, and you can check out our video on that.
And that is one of the ways that they certainly do work through fear, is through dreams. That's a really big one. Another way that, and it's a really big one, and was actually the biggest reason that we have been able to come through so much fear, is humor. Humor is the best medicine. It's the most healing medicine, and it serves so many purposes in life, and that includes contact. And Ian and I are always cracking jokes.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
All the time.
If you come to one of our retreats, then you'll notice that we're always like quoting movies and just kind of being silly, and it's levity that really can help.
I also really want to point out that they're drawn to this too. ET beings also enjoy happiness and laughter. They also enjoy singing. One of my personal ways of when I'm in a moment when I think there could be this face-to-face interaction, if there's some fear coming up, is to sing. And I sing songs that can be in a round and that they're uplifting. I take this as an opportunity also to share about the culture. So I will sing primarily songs from Waldorf education, which originally came from Germany, and they include a ton of different songs from cultures all over the world, and they're bright and cheerful, and I feel that also not only helps me to feel better, but also creates that inviting atmosphere. Next, please be aware that ET beings know that fear is a natural reaction. A lot of the beings that come have done this and helped other planets that are coming into this ascension era. And they understand that there are so many programs. They've done a lot of reconnaissance. They know the programs that are going on. Telepathically, they can tap into the collective and know what's going on. And so they understand that this is a slow process, and they're extremely patient. And so if they can have that kind of compassion for us, please have that with yourself. It's, fear is not always going to just drop away instantly. It does for certainly other programs. Those can go away and they'll drop at the divine moment they're supposed to. In the meantime, please just give yourself that extra hug. And
be patient with yourself too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please, one of the things I highly recommend if you're going out is to go out in groups.
That's big time. It's safer that way. You'll feel better that way. But it needs to be a cohesive group. It can't just be somebody who's like, oh yeah, this whole ET thing, whatever, you're crazy, but I like being outdoors.
Don't take out the critics. There were times, and I'm going to go back again to this, the point of why we even work on our fear is to help draw in more beings to feel safe themselves to come interact with us. Remember, they also need to feel safe. They also, most of them, also have emotions that they still access where they still feel joy or can feel fear. A really important factor is to please ground and shield. Before doing any type of contact work, you need to be able to decipher between your personal fear or negative energy may be coming off some negative entities. And you need to know that difference. You don't want to feel something awful and brush it aside thinking it's all you.
Yeah, and we're not saying like it's a malevolent ET,
Yeah.
because it might not be. Many times, those of us in the CE5 community will believe there's no such thing as a malevolent ET. I have no proof either way. However, I know that there are negative entities on Earth. We're talking things
energies.
like poltergeists
Yeah.
or other malevolent spirits in that way. And we are certainly powerful enough to move their energy away because we have a direct link to source. They do not, and that's what they're looking to come and vampirize. So you can definitely make your own personal shield or a shield for the group and push them out of your energetic field.
And this also goes to safety of location. Please do not go to and do contact work in places where there are likely to be those lower energies hanging out.
Abandoned houses.
Cemeteries, haunted hospitals. In my view, there's a couple different levels of fear, and one is our human psychology in terms of, you have these basic laws of you need to feel safe, you need to feel, love, you need to feel, it goes up the chain of what's really important.
Basic human needs.
Basic human needs. So basic human need is a feeling of safety. So please choose wisely where you decide to go. Sometimes we'll go up and down a freeway for quite a while and spots just don't feel right. Please listen to your gut. You don't know what is around. So that gut is really your first line of defense and safety. And the other is, then you're working with the fear of something that's supernatural and goes, and may rub against the beliefs you currently have. So just be gentle. You're working with multiple different aspects of your own psyche and self, and you have to meet your needs first. And lastly, don't be afraid that your fear is keeping them away. Because that's just a negative feedback loop and it's not actually very helpful. And that's where I would again remind yourself that they understand that fear is a natural process. And if you feel that you have a lot of fear, ask for them to work with you in dream time and just focus your intentions on that instead of what else you may be wanting. So you may be wanting that face to face, but please go inward and be honest with yourself about what you're really ready for. And I think that in itself, when they see that we're taking that responsibility and holding that truth for ourselves, that in itself is going to draw them to working with you.
Oh, yeah. Couldn't agree more.
And lastly, there are so many beings out there, and I feel that if you are watching this, there's already a group that's interested in working with you. Groups are for everyone. Contact is for everyone. And it's just about who's willing to slow down and listen. Who's willing to look up. So if you're watching this, you already have interest in you.
Oh, yeah. Think about it. We live in a multiverse with multiple dimensions in each one.
Yeah.
There is so much possibility for contact, and that's why we do this work, because we know what's out there, we've experienced it, and we want others to experience this amazing modality as well.
And of course, inner work is a big way to help reduce the fear in your life.
That's not just chipping away at the fear.
That's
like lifting those boulders and chucking them. And we have resources actually on our website. Our website, mountain-gate.com. Just go to resources and modalities. Powerful stuff.
You will be amazed at how much fear and anxiety and stress fall away when you do your inner work. And suddenly when that energy is now available to use, suddenly it's going to channel itself into so many other abilities you might not have realized you had. It's going to awaken so much more for you, and life is just going to get always better and better. Please look in the description. I'm going to put a list of a couple different songs that are repetitive and fun, and links to the other videos that we may have mentioned in here, like a grounding and shielding.
Exactly.
Please check those out, and we look forward to seeing you next time.
All right. Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.